be first. Yo, fears, audience, fears. Welcome to the Fears Podcast. Got another delightful show for you guys today. As you can tell, the movies are just growing and growing. Soon they'll be all the way up the wall, my friends. Soon. I'm running out of shelf space, but not to worry, because I'm going to buy another shelf here in a couple of months. Just as soon as I fill this bad boy up, because this bad boy goes up quite a ways. Well, welcome. Let me open up the chat. Let's get a rockin', my friends. The day's been pretty good. Very relaxing. I caught up on some sleep. You see these bags under my eyes? I need me some sleepy time. I caught up on some sleep. Work was pretty good. We had about 40,000 last night, so not too much, not too little. It was a very good, productive night. So there we are. All right, let me just open up the chat. Yeah. And I almost have a project done. Almost. We're getting there. I've been editing a project for quite some time now, so hopefully it'll be up tonight or tomorrow. I hope. All right, let me open up the chat here. There we go. It was a very... There we go. And then... Let's see. Yo! Jason, what's up, my friend? Good to see you. He says, I was watching your Tim Burton list. You need a new entry, as Nightmare Before Christmas does not count. He did not direct it. I know. Randall told me about that after. He did. He thought of the idea. When he worked at Disney. And he wrote the story, but he did not direct it. So I apologize. So thank you for correcting me. Speaking of Tim Burton, bam, right there. But it is still one of my favorite creations that Tim Burton created. He created it. He just did not direct it. But Jason, what's up? How you been, buddy? Jason is the first person to speak. Hope you've been having a pretty good day. Yeah, like I said, I was tired, caught up on some sleep. I got Luigi on today. Luigi's the man. So today is Luigi Day. And then I can't believe you didn't pick Mars Attacks. I like it, but to me, this is just my personal opinion, Jason. I do like Mars Attacks, but to me, it just doesn't make the list. It just doesn't make the list. That's me, though. That's me. So, yeah. So, that's just my personal opinion. But I do like it. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong against Mars Attack. I haven't bought it. It's not in my collection yet, but yeah. So, I don't know. Just to me, there's so many more better movies than that one. I do like it, though. I just don't know if it makes the list. But anyway. You know what they do need to make a movie of, Jason? I asked Randall, and Randall said 100% Fears. So Randall agreed with me. A live-action version of A Nightmare Before Christmas. Like, I think that would be amazing. I really do. Even though it's not going to be... Or if it does, then have Tim Burton direct the live-action. It came from his brain. I get it. It came from his brain. He wrote the story. Just... He didn't direct it. I wish he would have directed it, you know. So, anyway. But how's everybody's day going? My day's been going pretty good. I caught up on some sleep, like I said. I did some editing last night before work. I did some editing today. I've been doing some laundry. I bought some new clothes and stuff, preparing for my trip. So I'm really looking forward to seeing my brother and my mom, and then I'm going to go visit my dad. I'm going to go visit my grandma's grave. So I'm really looking forward to having 2 weeks off. 1 week's going to be for my family, and then I'm going to come back. I'm going to work for a week, and then I'm just going to go somewhere, for my second week off, because my boss was like, have you decided where you're going to go for the second week? And I was like, no. And he's like, well, you better tell me fast. And I said, well, as long as I put in my 2 weeks, I should be fine. And he was like, yeah, he goes, your 2 weeks are off. And I was like, well, great. So in my mind, I'm like, I don't have to tell you where I'm going to go. I do need to figure out where I'm going to go, though, for my second trip. Let's see. Yo, Jenkins, what's up? He says, what's up? What's up? Time for a haircut, Fears. You need one of those Flowbee haircut. I do. Look at this. Look, it's flowing. Look at these little tassels and shit, like, coming up in the back. Pretty crazy. It does. I just haven't done it yet, but I'm going to. I definitely am. Just, man, I have not yet. It's getting pretty long, though. It's definitely getting pretty long. Anyway. I don't know what a Flowbee cut is. What is a Flowbee cut? Let me look that up. Flowbee haircut. And then go to Google Pictures. Flowbee haircut. Well, the thing is I see a picture of this guy with the haircut, and he's got very long hair. So in order to get a Flowbee haircut like that, you need really long hair, and my hair is not as long as him. But I see the device that you use to get the Flowbee haircut. No, I'm good. I'll just get my normal haircut like I usually do. A number 4 on the sides, a number 4 on the top. Well, sometimes. It's either a 4 or a 3. 4 on the sides, 4 on the top, 4 on the back. Then they scissor cut the top. And I either like to spike it, or I like to comb it, or I wear my hat. So there it is. So, but yeah. Anyway. But I'll decide. Let's see here. You picked Dark Shadows over it, which is one of the worst reviewed films. That's not true, Jason. I actually really enjoyed it. Dark Shadows is not the worst film ever. It's just a matter of opinion. It's a matter of opinion, my friend. Matter of opinion. Need to get a suck cut. As you can see, it sucks as it cuts. Good. Excuse me. I drank that coffee too fast. I don't want to die on camera. Excuse me. Great Wayne's World. Great Wayne's World scene. Great Wayne's World reference, my friend. And it's one of the most hilarious scenes. Turn it off, man! Turn it off! And the guy just keeps suck cutting his hair, which is hilarious. It's just all a matter of opinion, Jason. It really is. I like Dark Shadows. I like Mars Attack. There's nothing wrong with Mars Attack. Just it's my personal preference, Let's see. Dr. Jenkins says, Fears, you need to go to Emo's Pizza. Oh, that's a given. That's definitely a given. That's definitely a given. That's going to happen. That will happen. Get the hell out of here. It's not a COVID attack. I drank my coffee too fast by mistake. Come on. You know what? Speaking of that, Dr. Jenkins, Fears has never gotten COVID. Never. Not once. Not once. Because not that I'm saying not anyone else took it seriously. I took it very, very seriously. Very seriously. I wore my mask all the time. I went and got all the boosters. I did the whole 9 yards. Thank God I never got it once. So yeah. Anyway. But, I mean, I really hope all that crap is done, you know. I think for the most part, COVID is over. Hopefully. That was a pain in the ass for everybody. Plus, it was horrible. A lot of people died. A lot of people lost their jobs. It was insane. It was insane. So I hope all that madness is over. So yeah. Jason said, I had it twice, and one time was while Amy was pregnant. See, man, that's scary, dude. Because not only do you have it, and then Amy had it, and then your baby, you know, and then your, I don't know, Jason, like, if Amy got it, wouldn't your baby get it because she's pregnant? I don't know how all that works, you know what I'm saying? But, I mean, that's scary. Because what if your baby has it? Then that's a chance of your baby passing away, you know? And that's what happened to my dad. Like, towards the end, somebody at the hospital gave my dad COVID, which made my dad's cancer even worse and kicked it into overdrive. You know what I'm saying? And I know for a fact it wasn't me because I didn't have it. My brother didn't have it. My grandma didn't have it. My mom didn't have it. My grandma had it once, but she was nowhere near my dad at the time. And who's in a hospital always? Doctors, nurses, nurse techs, nurse assistants. So one of those people either lied to my whole family or lied to my mom or lied to my dad. Somebody that was working at the hospital must have had COVID and was around my dad. So we don't know who, but yeah. So yeah. Anyway, I have 0 vaccines. I don't want my heart to suddenly stop from that crap. Well, I mean, I haven't had a vaccine in quite a while, Jason, but whenever you were supposed to get the boosters, whenever that was, way back when, I got them when you were supposed to get them. This is a test if Fierce truly unblocked me. Yep, I did. I can see it. So now Jason's Shadow Collector is in here, and now his Geodudes account is in here. It is. Yep. And I just went to your channel just to make sure it was the actual Geodudes account, because I was like, because I've already had a troll in here, and I've only been streaming for about 5 or 6 minutes. And I was like, well, I better make sure it's a real Geodudes account. I'm like, because if it's not a Geodudes account, not a true Geodudes account, then I'm going to get rid of it, you know? So, yeah. So, it is, Jason. It is the official Geodudes account. So, yeah. That one is yours. I saw it. I saw it. God, there's a lot of trolls today in the chat. I've had to block a bunch of fake Casey Fallow accounts. Because I know that's not really Casey. Alright. Let's continue on. Let's see here. I had 0 vaccines. I don't want to. Natural selection. Dr. Jagan says, nah, Jason's family sounds pretty strong. Well, I'm not saying that they're not strong. I'm just saying COVID was a son of a bitch. You know, that's scary to have his wife pregnant with it, because then their baby could have had it. You know, that would be terrible if someone lost their baby because of that crap. You know what I'm saying? But I never said Jason is a pretty strong guy, and he's got a beautiful family. He's got a beautiful family. By the way, buddy, I hope the family is doing good, my friend. I cannot wait to see my family here in a couple of weeks. Plus, speaking of a couple of weeks, not my favorite convention, but one of my favorite conventions is coming up. I just talked to Jeff about 20 minutes ago. He texted me and was like, hey, Fears, You coming to the next one? He goes, you didn't come to the other two. I said, well, the other two were, one was out of state. So I was like, I don't really feel like driving out of state. I said the second one was way up in Jacksonville, which it would take 3 hours to get there and 3 hours back. I didn't feel like driving in the car for 6 hours. And I said, and he said, well, the next one's in Orlando. I said, yeah. I said, it'll probably take me 40 minutes to get to Orlando. I'm coming. So the next one is June 8th, right there, June 8th. If you're in the area, check it out. If you want tickets, www.floridatoyshowsandexpos.com, or just go to his Facebook page. Bam. Check it out. That's always a good show, the Orlando Toy Show. That's always a good one. I always enjoy that one. No, Amy didn't have it. Oh, well, that's good. Amy didn't have it that time. We both had it the same time in 2021, but only I had it in October of 2023. Okay, good. And I was quarantined in my man cave. Well, that's good, Jason. At least you guys took precautions, and thank God Amy didn't have it when she was pregnant, or thank God she doesn't have it. You know, whenever you guys had Blake, because that's some scary shit, man. You know, I'll be honest. The only thing I did enjoy about COVID is sometimes they let me work from home, because that's during all that COVID shit, I was still with the security department. So sometimes they just said, "Fear, stay home and just write up some security reports," and I just stayed here. And I do miss. I got a lot of projects done, you know, like when they closed everything down. So I do miss that. But I am glad that everything's open, and I'm glad everything's back to normal, you know. Anyway, let's see here. Yo, Vision, what's up? Good to see you. By the way, Visions told me, Fears, this is a perfect time, I'm driving. Well, safe driving, buddy. Usually whenever you're driving, that means you're delivering an order, or you're picking up an order. So, safe travels, my friend. Safe travels. So, yeah. Anyway. Yep. Give me 1 second here. Man, there's a lot of trolls in the chat today. Trolling on Fears. That's all right. I knew something like this would happen, because once you do a massive unblocking, then all the idiots come back. So now I have to re-block the idiots and keep the good people here. So I had it coming. That's all right. That's okay. There we go. Oh, I am tired. All right. That was 50 minutes ago. I'm home now. Okay. Gotcha. Well, I'm glad you got home safe. Glad, I'm sure you were picking up an order. Seems like things have been going pretty good, Visions. Pretty busy. Orders. Busy. I like to stay busy, too. You're not pre-blocked, Jakins. I just deleted a comment. You know, but you're not blocked. I can see you right now. Let's see. I've been working from home since COVID first started. It's great. That's good, Jason. I mean, now, question. Do you work in the nerd cave, or in the Jason Batman cave? I will admit, buddy, I've said it since day one, Jason. I've never seen it in person. I'd love to see your Bat cave in person, but I resubscribe. I'm sorry. I've always been subscribed to Geodudes, but I resubscribed to Shadow Collector a couple weeks back. So I've been catching up on the videos, and your recent video was great. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle one, with, oh God, what the hell is the doctor's name? He's got the nerdy shirt with the bow tie, and then whenever he's on the dig site, he's got the orange jumpsuit. Professor, oh God, he works with Donatello, and they make that liquid, and they put it on Toka and Razor. Oh man, I'm having a brain fart. And Heroes just got here, and Heroes and Villains and Collectibles is a big Turtles fan. I am a Turtles fan. I just like Ghostbusters more. What the fuck is that scientist's name? Professor... Oh, God, I'm having a brain fart. I know, Heroes. He says pause, and then he's laughing. I know, I'm having a pause. I'm having a memory lapse. Fuck! What the hell is it? What the hell is it? I can't think of it. Help me out, Heroes. What's his name? Is it Perry? Professor? Is it Perry? You know, the same guy that played the professor, he's in that Titanic movie. In the Titanic movie, he plays a villain. So, yeah. And he was in this movie, too. He was in, he plays the villain in this movie, too. He plays a vampire hunter in this movie. So, that guy's a British actor. I think he's passed away, but whenever he was alive, really good, versatile actor. He could play good, bad. He could play a good villain. I'm sorry. He could play a bad villain. He could play a good person. He could play the hero. He could play the worst person alive. He could play the swashbuckling hero. That guy could do it all. So yeah. There it is. Yo, he says, happy Friday. All just having some hot dogs and some soup. There you go. That's what his name was. Jordan. Professor Jordan. That's what it was. That's what threw me off, Heroes. Because I was like, he's got a first name. I couldn't think of his first name. Because most of the movie, he's not in that orange jumpsuit. Most of the movie, he wears that white trench coat with the white shirt, with the black bow tie, with the suspenders, and then he's got the black pants on and the dorky shoes. The only time he's in the red jumpsuit is when he's on the dig site, and they're cleaning up all the chemicals, and all the broken canisters of ooze are all over the place, which is a great movie, by the way. So yeah, at some point, I want to get either a TGRI broken canister for the movie prop shelf or a full canister with like green ooze in it. That would be fucking great. Oh yeah. That would be awesome. Anyway, let me start from the top. Jason said, I've been working from home since COVID first started. It's great. I would imagine, Jason, I've got so many movies. I think for me, because I have ADD, it would be too much of a distraction. I like going to work. I like going somewhere to work. So that's good that it works for you. I don't know if it would work for Fears. I got to keep my mind motivated on the work. So yeah. But yeah. So do you work in the nerd cave, Jason? Like, do you just close the door and just go work in there? Because I know you have a laptop in there. And I love that mic. I love that black mic that you have on your desk, buddy. You got a really good setup. You got a really good setup whenever you do your shows. I did enjoy your last video. The last video was you were doing the review of the NECA figure of Professor Jordan Perry. That was a good one. Heroes! We're definitely going to hang out, buddy. If not this weekend, next weekend. And hey, Heroes, I want to let you know, I'm going to this show. June 8th, I'm going to that one. So, if you want to come with me to that show and hang out, you're more than welcome to come, buddy. You are more than welcome to come. Anyway, let's continue on. See here. I have the two figures from NECA. Usually NECA does a really good job. I like NECA's the detail that they put into any figure. I just got the Halloween figure from NECA, Michael Myers from... Now I've got all three Michaels. I got Michael from 2018 Halloween. I got the Michael figure from Halloween Returns. And now I got the Michael Myers from Halloween Ends, my friend. Oh, yeah. And the detail looks great. He's got like 14 bullet holes in him with like blood spewing out and shit. Looks really good. Looks damn good. So yeah. So let's see. Yeah, one figure is the white lab coat and the other is the green hazmat suit. Yeah, see, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Most of the time, he's got the white shirt with the white lab coat on, and that's he wears that mostly in the film. It's just that one scene where he's on the dig site and they're trying to clean up all the broken canisters and all the ooze is all over the place, and they're trying to clean it up. So yeah. Anyway, are we still talking about Jason's bat hole? just the way you worded that was hilarious. It's not his hole. It's his bat cave. It's his nerd cave. Not a bat hole. It's a nerd cave, my friend. No, Jason, at some point I would actually like to see the nerd cave like in real life with my real eyes, because I'm sure a video does not do it justice, my friends. So yeah. But it's looking pretty good, my friends. I've moved a couple of things in my apartment to get more room. So I've moved a few of the nerd things around. Not much, but a few things. Anyway, today's topics are, last night I did kind of a Disney kick. I watched Finding Nemo, and I watched the live-action version of Cinderella. So I'm going to be reviewing these two. Then I decided to do something different. We always do a top 10. I love Tom Hanks movies so much. I was like, let's do a top 20. Let's do a top 20 list of the best 20 Tom Hanks films. He's a good actor. And then there's a lot more than 10 epic movie cars in film history. So I was like, you know what? Let's just do top 20 movie cars. So let's start with that. Let's start with the movie cars. Let's see here. Now, you know Fears is very predictable. I'm very predictable, my friends. The very first one has to be the Ecto-1. The Ghostbuster Mobile. And then in Ghostbusters 2, they just switched it to the Ecto-1A. But it's the only difference is they just put a bunch of more lights on it. So, bam, number one. That is number one. Number two, it's not really a movie car. It's more of a television car. But I think it still counts. It was on film. It was in a TV show. Knight Rider, the Knight Rider car, KITT. And what does KITT stand for? Night Industry 2000, motherfucker. So, KITT. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. I love it, too. It's called Philadelphia with Denzel. It's been a while since I've seen that film, Heroes, but I have seen that one. I have seen Philadelphia. It's been a while. It's been a minute, but I have seen it. All right, let's continue on. Now that all the idiots have left. Man, I had to block, seven fake Casey accounts. And a bunch of... my personal favorite. John Fears Has No Friends. That was hilarious. So I was like, yeah, you're an idiot. Bye, you're gone. That one was probably my favorite. Because I have many friends. So yeah. Anyway. That one was my personal favorite, though. Alright, let's continue on. Let's see here. What else? KITT. I would say the Herbie. You know, the Herbie car that comes to life, Herbie. Number 4. Yeah, hell yeah, there you go, Heroes. Wilson! Yeah, but think of it, man. You're on a desert island. And You got no one else to talk to except for that beach ball. I almost thought it was a soccer ball. It's not a soccer ball. It's a beach ball. It's a beach ball. A beach ball. So, yeah. Vision says, are you going to do 20 movie cars? Yep, that's what I'm doing right now, Visions. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to figure them all out. So far, I've got Ecto-1, Kit, Herbie. I would say number 4 is the Green Hornet car. That's a good one. Green Hornet. Number 5, probably the DeLorean Time Machine. Let's see here. Number 6. Number 6, probably Mr. Bean's car. You know, that green Mini, and he's always tying shit to it. So I'd say Mr. Bean's Mini. So green Mini from Mr. Bean. Number 7. I would say the Grease Lightning car from Grease. Maybe I shouldn't have done 20 because I'm starting to. I mean, I've got all the good ones. I've got Kit. I've got the Ecto-1. I've got Herbie. I've got Green Hornet. I've got the DeLorean Time Machine. I got Mr. Bean's car. I got Grease Lightning. I'm kind of having a brain fart here. 2 for 1 says, or is this a pre-recorded buy? Depends on how you act. If you act like an idiot and a troll, then I'll just get rid of you. If you don't act like an idiot, then you can stay. You know, I don't like. People think I like to block people. I don't. I don't like drama. So if you act like an actual human being and an actual nice person, you can stay. If you act like a fucking moron, I don't have time for it because I'm an adult, and I'll just be like, you're a fucking moron. Bye. It's that simple. Well, I'm going to go to Google because I'm trying to figure it out. Let's see. Movie cars. I'm having a brain fart here. Movie cars. Let's see here. Images. The Dumb and Dumber car. That's right. Where he's like, you know what chaps my ass? I spent my life savings on a van. Hey, chicks love it. It's a shaggin' wagon. The alarm alone cost me $200, you know? So I'm going to say the Dumb and Dumber car, that he transforms his entire car into a shaggy dog. So the Dumb and Dumber car. Number 9. Let's see, I'm looking on Google. I got Herbie. I guess, I don't know, Jason, you are the Batman master. Each movie, there's a different Batmobile. But I don't want to sell out and say Batmobile from Batman, Batmobile from Batman Returns. So I'm just going to say any and all Batmobile. Because that would be cheating if I just went down the page and just said, Batmobile from this, Batmobile from that. The very first Batmobile was from the 1940s serials. And then the second Batmobile was from the 1960s television show, which is one of my favorites. The Adam West Batmobile. And then probably from the movies, I've got two favorite. The other ones, yeah, they're okay. Obviously, Michael Keaton's Batmobile from Batman 1 and Batman Returns, because it's the same Batmobile, just with a couple of new features on it. But I also like Batman Forever's Batmobile in that one. And then The Batmobile from Batman and Robin just totally fucking sucks because the movie fucking sucks. And I do like the Batmobile from Batman Begins because they use the same Batmobile in all three of those movies. The Ben Affleck Batmobile, it's okay. And then the one with in the new movie, The Batman, it's horrible. Crap, it's garbage. The movie's not garbage. The Batmobile is garbage in it. That's just my personal opinion. That's just my personal opinion. Anyway. I can see you, it says. Hello, Fears. What's up, dude? Can you see me? I can see you. I can definitely see you. Yep, the Shaggin' Wagon. Chicks love it. But, but the reason why he says that, Dr. Jenkins, is he's bitching and moaning. The alarm alone cost me $200, and he's like, hey, chicks love it. It's a Shaggin' Wagon. So there it is. I would drive around in that, in that van. That'd be hilarious. I've seen a life-size recreation of that car at Wizard World Comic Con. They don't call that convention Wizard World anymore. They call it the Fan Expo, which, in my opinion, Wizard World Comic Con is a way better title for a convention, especially a Comic Con. The Fan Expo Comic Con? Shit, crap, garbage. I'm sure the convention is cool, but the name sounds crap. I'm just saying. That's my personal opinion. Anyway. But yeah, I can see you. I can definitely see you. That's not true. Heroes Studio almost burned down. It didn't. It almost did, but it didn't. So yeah. His wife decided he had too many collectibles. That's not true. I've met his wife, and she's a very nice lady. She's very sweet. She's very nice. So don't make fun of LC's wife. The only person that can make fun of LC's wife is LC because he's married to her. I've met her. She's a very nice, sweet lady. She's very nice. She's very sweet. So yeah. My studio background is looking dope. Thinking of going live today. I think the better question is why wouldn't you go live? So yeah, heroes, if we don't hang out this weekend, we'll definitely hang out next weekend. Because Randall is supposed to be coming over either this weekend or next weekend. So I will let you know. But yeah, I'm sure that was scary, heroes, to almost get all your stuff burnt down. That would suck. All right, let's see. What else? What's some other movie cars? So we got... So Jason, I'm just going to put down, because I don't want to cheat. Because then all the trolls will think, well, he just cheated. He just put Batman Mobile on this one, Batmobile on that one. So number 9 is just all the Batmobiles together. So just Batmobile. So Batmobile. All right, number 10. Let's see here. Again, it's not from a movie, but I think it still counts. The General Lee, car from Dukes of Hazzard. So General Lee. It's on film, so General Lee. All right, number 11. I would say, I forgot the name of the car, but that, Vin Diesel's, black, slicked-out car with a massive fucking engine, in Fast and Furious. I forgot the name of it. Whatever that car is, I can't think of the name of it. Hang on. Let me write in. What is the name of Vin Diesel's car in Fast and Furious? I know what it looks like. I'm not a big car guy. I like to drive cars, but I forget the name of cars. Fast and Furious. Let's see here. Oh, that's what it is. It's a 1970 Dodge Charger. So I'm going to put down the 1970s Dodge Charger from Fast and Furious. So black 1970s Dodge Charger. Which, by the way, is a great fucking car. It looks amazing in the film. I shit you not. All right, let's see. What's next? I would say the Mad Max car. Because it differs slightly from each film, but it's kind of the same car that Mad Max, that broken down, rusted piece of shit, but it's like a slicked out, rusted piece of shit because he lives in a post-apocalyptic kind of world, So, Mad Max car. All right, 13. Let me catch up with the chat here. Let's see here. I put my wife's insurance on my collectibles. Oh my god. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Oh my lord. Oh lord. Elsie, what am I going to do with you? You are a funny guy. That was funny. Well, I mean, I'm sure she didn't mean to. She did not mean to, to do that. Anyway, I wasn't looking at Elsie's wife's ladies parts, so I don't know what the hell you're on about. I'm thinking that's a troll, so you're gone. Gone. Man, there's been a lot of trolls out today. Hero says it's blunt time. Why not? Why not, buddy? Go for it. Yeah. I'll take a hit for you. I wasn't looking at his wife's parts. I don't know what the hell you're on about. So, I wasn't looking at anyone's wife. I'm just saying I've met her. She's a very nice lady. There's a difference between giving someone a compliment and looking at ladies' parts. I just gave his wife a compliment. She is a nice lady. All right. Anybody else put potato chips on their sandwiches? Oh, I do all the time. Dr. Jenkins, here is one of the best sandwiches that Fears has ever made in his life. Rye bread. Doesn't matter what type of rye bread, just rye bread. Rye bread, mayo, and then mustard, salami, bologna, lettuce, and then Pringles. Pringles crushed up, and then a piece of bread. Try that one. That one's good. That one's good, buddy. That one's really good. Anyway. But yeah. I thought that was a British thing, because ever since I was a little kid, the first time I saw somebody do that is when my mom took me and my brother and my dad, not the first time I went to England, but one of the first few times, because I've been going to England since I was 5 years old. Because my mom wanted me to like my British culture and then like my American culture. And I saw one of my British cousins, and they call them crisps, not potato chips. They call them crisps. And I looked at him, and one of my cousins, his name is Andrew. I said, Andrew, what are you doing? And he was like, I'm putting some crisps on my sandwich. And I was like, ew. And he's like, well, have you tried it, John? And I was like, no, I've never tried that. He's like, try it. So I said, okay. So I put some crisps on it. I bit into it, and I was like, wow, this is actually pretty good. So I looked at my my cousin. I was like, I'm going to retract my statement. That actually was really good, buddy. And he's like, see, I told you, John. So that was like one of the first few times I did it. And I love potato chips on my sandwiches. Oh, yeah. Hero says, fuck yeah, Doritos and Ruffles on my... Yeah, exactly. Those are... Well, one, those are two good potato chips. Two, I've done that many times, Heroes. Many times. I guess they call the Mad Max car the Pursuit Special. Yeah, the Interceptor. Exactly, Visions. Because his car never really changes. You know? It's always black. Because in his world, There's no, like, repair stations, you know, because the world has, like, gone to shit. And everyone's fighting for food and water and oil. And the future does not look that bright in Mad Max's world. Everyone's like, the world is fucked. The world is, you know, and there's a bunch of sand and dirt everywhere. And there's, like, no plants. There's barely any water, you know. So as much as I love the Mad Max movies, as much as I love watching those movies, it would suck to live in his world. You know what I'm saying? It would suck. Plus, I would never even have watched those movies without Visions or Pixel. They were like, Fears, I can't believe you've never watched those. I can't believe either. Those went way over Fears' head when I was a youngster. I had no idea what the hell you guys were on about, but I cannot wait till the new one, Furiosa or whatever it's called. I cannot wait to watch that. I still need to watch the Fury Road one, but I'm on it. So yeah, so that would be, so number 12 is the Mad Max car, and then let's see what else. Even though it's a I don't know. Even though it's a cartoon car, I think it still counts. Lightning McQueen from Cars, I think Lightning McQueen, because he is a car, and he's always a car. It's just a cartoon of a car, but I think that still counts as a movie car. Lightning McQueen. So that's number 13. Number 14. Which, by the way, as much as I love Knight Rider, you would think, all right, they've made a movie about the Batmobile, right? They've made a movie about the DeLorean time machine. Why in the fuck have they not made a movie version of Knight Rider? It baffles my mind. You know, they've made 2 television shows of it. Then they made that shitty movie in the early 90s called Knight Rider 2000, which I own. And it's hilarious. It's not good, but it's hilarious. But I'm telling you, they needed to make a movie version of it. Vision says, to be honest, Furiosa was in the same then as Fury Road, but not nearly as good. Is it already out? Is it already out, Visions? You know, I don't even think I've seen the trailer for it, so I may have to watch the trailer tonight. 14, I definitely have to put this. It's not a car, it's a truck. And not a lot of people have probably seen this movie, but me and my brother found it long ago in the Blockbuster days, and I have it in my collection. The slicked out truck from Thunder Run. That is the best truck on film ever. Thunder Run. So that's number 14. Thunder Run. If you guys have never seen that trucking movie, they need to put it on Blu-ray one day. It's so good. It's like this old ass 80s film. I don't know when in the 80s they filmed it, but it's old, man. And I'm probably the only person on the face of the planet that has a copy of it, because it took me 3 years, or 2 or 3 years of hunting on eBay to finally find that fucker. And I found some guy in England's like, yeah, man. He goes, I got really good quality, and I taped it off my TV, and I kind of I took out all the commercials, and I just put the movie. I can burn it for you on a disc. And I was like, sweet, a bootleg copy. I'm like, you send that to America, and you send it now, motherfucker. So yeah, and he made me a DVD cover. So listen, it may not be an official copy, but I got it. All right, let's see. Back to movie cars. What are we up to? Number 15. So 14 was 13 was Lightning McQueen. 14 was Thunder Run. Let's see, what else? Oh, I forgot. The James Bond car that he drives, which is... Oh, it's a British car. I forgot the name of it. The Aston Martin. The Aston Martin. I almost forgot about James Bond, one of the greatest British movies of all time. Well, one of the greatest British characters and one of the greatest British movies of all time. Because you know how, like, you know, the hero in movies, usually the hero starts with one set of rules and then he goes through an adventure and then he changes. James Bond really doesn't change that much. He always wears the same suits. He always drinks the same drinks. He always drives the same car. The only thing that really changes in James Bond is the adventure that he goes on and the ladies he has sex with. That's the only two things that really changes in those films. So there we are. All right, number 16. I would say the Jurassic Park, the tour car, the tour Jeep that they go on, that the T-Rex destroys, you know, with the two kids inside and all that. So I'd say Jurassic Park 1 tour, the tour guide Jeep. All right, and then that was number 16. Number 17. I'm running out of movie cars here. Let's see. Let's see here. I would say, yeah, that's a good one, Dr. Jenkins. Christine, because that car comes to life. That's a good one. So Christine, and that one's a red. I think it's a red Chevy, isn't it? I know it's red. I just don't know what type of movie. So red Chevy. So Christine. Number 18. I already got that one. I already got the Love Bug. Let's see. Hero says, it feels really good smoking a blizzy with Deadpool and sorting out some comic books. That sounds like a good night. So, yeah. But Visions, after I do the top 20, I'm going to watch the Furiosa trailer. I know you guys have told me about it. I don't know if I've ever seen the trailer. Because I know Furiosa, right? Visions, it's a prequel. It goes Mad Max, and then number 2 is The Road Warrior, which is Mad Max 2, then Mad Max 3. Then it's supposed to be Furiosa, and then Mad Max Fury Road. Because I know that's supposed to be a prequel, you know, to Mad Max Fury Road or some shit like that. I think that's the official timeline. All right, so 18, 19, and then 20. We got 3 more. That's good, Heroes. Yeah, but see, which one from the Transformers? Because there's a lot of cool cars. It's either got to be Bumblebee or Optimus Prime. Because I like them both. I mean, I like all the Transformer cars and all the Transformers. I'm going to go with Optimus Prime. You know, because he's the leader. I am Optimus Prime. Which, by the way, that was a great fucking movie. Some of the sequels were kind of shitty. The cartoon was even better. Oh, yeah. Fears is getting old, but come on. The cartoon was fucking great. It was great. All right, Optimus Prime. That's the next one. All right, let's see here. So let's see. Oh yeah, the Trans Am. That's right. From Smokey and the Bandit. I almost forgot about that one. And be honest, Dr. Jenkins, there's 2 great scenes. I mean, the whole movie is fucking great. The sequel is alright. The third Smokey and the Bandit fucking sucks. I'd use it as tissue paper and wipe my ass with it. The first one's the best. The second one, it's alright. It's a decent sequel. The third one's fucking terrible. There's 2 great scenes in Smokey and the Bandit where that girl in the car, Sally Fields, is like, hey, why don't you just drop me off? I'll catch a cab. And he's like, too late now. And then he jumps that fucking bridge. The bridge is out. That's the first great scene. The second great scene is when where Bandit is actually, he's filling up his gas, and then he goes inside and he gets a couple of hamburgers for the dog Fred, and then Buford T. Justice comes in, and he's literally standing right next to Buford T. Justice, and Bandit's like, oh shit. And the guy's like, give me a Diablo sandwich and a Dr. Pepper and make it fast. I'm in a goddamn hurry. And then he's all like, seems like you're in a hell of a hurry, right, Sheriff? And he goes, you bet your ass on that one, boy. And he's like, who you chasing? He's like, somebody chasing you? And he's like, nobody chasing me, boy. He goes, I'm chasing a goddamn maniac from Texas. And he's like, oh, really? He's like, what is he, a bank robber? He's like, bank robber? He goes, bank robbing is baby shit compared to what this dude is doing. He goes, almost killed 20 law officers, driving through people's backyards, knocking down mailboxes, and then he's like, got a broad in the car, took her across the state line. He's like, that's a Mann Act. I don't think he's got her permission, and that's kidnapping. How's that for hijinks? And then he's like, what do I owe? And he's like, hang on. And he's like, let me pay for it. He's like, no. And he's like, no, you're an officer of the law. I'd be honored. He pays for the guy's fucking meal. And he's like, oh, much obliged. Where's the can? I gotta go take a squirt. And he's like, oh, he's right back there. As soon as he leaves, he grabs his fucking hamburgers and he fucking hightails it out the door. That is the second greatest scene. And those two scenes are legendary. So I'm gonna put down, so number 19, I'm gonna put down Smokey and the Bandit. And then number 20, I don't know what car it is, but that red slicked out car from Magnum PI. Even though that's a television show, he drove around all the time in that red. I think it was like a red convertible, but let me look it up real quick. I'm pretty sure. But that car had so much screen time. He drove around in that car all the time. Let's see what is the name of the car from Magnum PI? Let's see here. A 1982. Oh, it's a Ferrari. I thought it was a. It's a Ferrari. Okay, so I'm gonna put down the 1982 Ferrari from Magnum PI. Because like almost every single episode, which by the way, I still have it over there and I've only watched season 1. I think it had like 8 seasons, so at some point Fear's going to watch all of Magnum PI and review that for you. But that Ferrari had so much screen time. He's always driving around in that thing, so that definitely makes the list. So Magnum PI. Red 1982 Ferrari. All right, there we are. Bam! So the official is the Ghostbuster Mobile. Number 2, Kit. 3, Herbie. 4, the Green Hornet. 5, the DeLorean Time Machine. Mr. Bean's Green Mini. The Grease Lightning car. Dumb and Dumber car. All the Batmobiles. I just put Batmobiles in general. Number 10, General Lee. And then Vin Diesel's black 1970s Dodge Charger from Fast and Furious. The Mad Max car, the Interceptor. Number 13, Lightning McQueen. Number 14, the Big Rig truck from Thunder Run. 15, Aston Martin, James Bond's Aston Martin. Number 16, the Jurassic Park tour guide Jeep. Number 17, Christine. 18, Optimus Prime. 19, Smokey and the Bandit. And then 20, the 1982 Ferrari from Magnum PI. There we are. If I left out any movie cars, I apologize. But, I mean, those are 20 good ones. Those are really good ones. Yep, I got the General Lee, Dr. Jenkins. That's another one. They were always jumping fucking like rivers and lakes and shit. Bo, you can't make it! And he's like, oh, I can make it. And then he hits like a fucking mound of dirt and then fucking flies over a lake and shit, which obviously you couldn't do. Or you could do, but the General Lee would be smashed to shit. Let's see. I had heard that they were editing out the flag from the top of the General Lee in newer versions. I'm sure they are, Visions. But I have the original television show, like all the seasons over there, so I guarantee you, I guarantee you they don't probably have that edited out in the original television show. But I think in the movie version, I think they didn't have it on there. I don't think so. I forgot about that one. That's another good one. The Mystery Machine from Scooby-Doo. Yeah, that's another good one. They were always driving around in that van. Zoinks! What, Scoob? Oh my gosh! You know, is that old man Larry, you know, that runs the amusement park? I bet you he did it. You know, let's go find out, you know? And then like Scooby's like, oh, I'm not going in there. Not even for a Scooby snack. And then Scooby was like, you know, maybe, how about two? How about two Scooby snacks, you know? I did hear about Larry. I hope he's doing all right. I wrote him a really nice message in the Discord. And Larry wrote me last night and said, hey, man, I'm doing all right. I had to do some emergency surgery. But he didn't tell me what type of surgery. So before I go to work tonight, I'm definitely going to say a prayer for good old Larry. So Larry said he would be back in the chat in a couple of days. So, yeah. So I don't know what emergency surgery, but I will read you the message that he sent me. Because I don't think Larry will mind. But I definitely will say a prayer for him before I go to work tonight. Oh, wait. It's Friday. Hilarious. I'm having a brain fart. I don't have to go to work tonight. Hilarious. I've been so tired. I've been working so much this week. It's Friday. It's the weekend. My bad. All right. I had work last night. Larry said, hey, man, just had emergency surgery. Hope to be back on my feet in a few days. They got me all drugged up. And then I said, hope you're okay. Why did you have to have surgery? So I don't know what type of surgery he had, but he did have surgery. Yeah, Fears had a brain fart, and I forgot that it was fucking Friday. Because I got off of work this morning at 10, and then I went to sleep, and then I went grocery shopping, and then I had a bunch of errands. My friend in Missouri was not feeling well, so I got him a get well card, and I sent it to him, because I care a lot about my friends and my family. So, yeah. All right. Here we go. Next, the top 20 Tom Hanks movies, my friend. Number 1, I'm going to start with an old classic. Me and my brother used to watch this all the time. I probably should rewatch it because I haven't seen it in a while, but it is hilarious. The Burbs. He lives next to he lives next door to like that crazy family, you know, that's like murdering people on his block or whatever. That movie is fucking hilarious. The Burbs. Number 2, obviously Big. Big was a big movie. Big. Number 3, I'm going to say all the Toy Stories, because his depiction of Woody is perfect. Not only is Tom Hanks a great actor, but he's a great voice actor too. He can do it all. So I'm just gonna write down all Toy Stories. Number 4, Forrest Gump. Let's see here. Oh shit! Vision says, "You know what, Fears? He got a sex toy stuck up his bum." I would not doubt that, Visions. I wouldn't doubt it. You know, Larry's a pretty funny guy, so I can only imagine that happening. You know, hey Fierce, guess what? I'm like, what, man? He's like, you know what? I met this girl at the bar. She was into some kinky shit, and you know, she stuck a dildo up my ass. And I'd be like, well, that sucks to be you, Larry. Ew. No, all kidding aside, I hope Larry's all right. You know, I hope he's doing okay. So I definitely will say a prayer for him tonight. So yeah. Let's see here. Number 5. I'm gonna say Captain Phillips. He portrayed that real life captain, and then a bunch of terrorists take over his ship. That's a great movie, Captain Phillips. Captain Phillips. Number 6, of course, Apollo 13. Come on, that's a good one. Number 7, let's see here. Oh, the war movie that he's in. What's that one called? He has to retrieve the war vet or not. I think he is a war vet. Saving Private Ryan. That's a good one. It's bloody. It's definitely bloody because it's a war movie, but it's so good. If you guys have not seen that movie, oh, it's fucking great. It's good. It definitely is good.
Yes,
It definitely is good, my friends. It is definitely good. Oh, man. I'm a little tired. Give me 1 sec. I'm going to use the restroom, guys. I'll be right back.
So,
anyway, give me 1 second here. Before I use the restroom, I'm going to look up some Tom Hanks films because I'm having a brain fart. Let's see. Tom Hanks. Films. Well, before I use the restroom, The Green Mile is a great movie. Green Mile. Let's see here. Number 9. I will say this. I never thought he could pull it off, but he pulled it off brilliantly. Because for some reason, I just did not see Tom Hanks as Mr. Rogers. But when that movie came out and he portrayed Mr. Rogers, I was like, damn, I was so wrong. And Fears is willing to admit when he's wrong. And I was like, I was so wrong. He pulled off Mr. Rogers pretty good. So number 9, I'm going to say Mr. Rogers. Number 10, The Terminal. Because that movie, I forgot the character's name. He's like Victor Naborsky. That's a good one. Because he's trying to come here and like do a mission for his dad, and then he gets stuck and he can't get home and he can't enter America. And that movie is a lot of things. It's a love story because he falls in love with that flight attendant. It's a comedy because it's hilarious, and then it's a little bit of a drama because he's stuck and he doesn't know what to do, and they're like, well, you can't go home and you can't enter America, you know. So it's got a little bit of everything. So The Terminal is really good. All right. Give me 1 second here. The internet is kind of crap today, so I hope nothing happens. Yeah, that's pretty interesting though, Visions. The that they're editing out the. I mean, it makes sense though. It makes sense that they would edit out the general lead thing, you know, because they don't want to. One, they don't want to harass anyone. 2, they don't want to offend anyone. But I get it. Yeah. But yeah. Yeah, man, I hope Larry is doing all right. If anyone finds out why he had to have emergency surgery, because he never wrote me back, and I was like, well, I don't want to bug him, you know. I want him to get some rest, you know. But yeah, man, I hope he's doing okay. Hope he's doing all right. Anyway, I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. I will be right back. But let's go ahead and study Jack Skellington, and I'll be right back. I need to use the restroom. I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that, guys. Oh, sorry about that. Okay. Let's see here. Vision says they were also editing out Luke Duke and replacing him with an old... That's not true, Visions. You have to have Bo and Luke Duke. They come as a pair. They're brothers. Oh, wait, no. They're not brothers. They're cousins. Now I forgot. Are they brothers or cousins? Because it's been a while since I've watched the Dukes of Hazzard. They're one of the two. They're either brothers or they're cousins. Because their cousin is Daisy Duke, which I will admit, Jessica Simpson did a great job as Daisy Duke. Because I don't remember the original babe that played her in the TV show. Alright, let's get back to this. So number 10 was The Terminal. Number 11 for Tom Hanks films. Oh, the pilot movie. Oh, I forgot it. That was another true person he played. Sully. Sully was such a great movie. Sully. Oh, what else? What else? Let's see here. He's done so many good. A League of Their Own. A League of Their Own was good. Where he played the baseball coach. A League of Their Own. 13. Let's see here. Let's see here. Oh, what's that movie that he was he had to go to a different country and then he got sick, and because he was a businessman and he got sick because he was he had a business meeting to show some president of a different country some new technology, and he gets what is it? He gets sick or something, and then he's overseas and he has to get an operation. What is it? Hang on. Oh, there it is. Hologram for the King. That's a good one. Yep, that's a good one. 14. Okay, let's see. You Got Mail. That's a good one. You Got Mail. You Got Mail. That's a good one. There's so much of his work. I know I'm going to leave out one, but because he's got so much good work to do, you know. It's hard to pick 20, but I shall do my very best. What's the one where he gets stuck on an island? I forgot the name of that movie. What is it? Hang on. Tom Hanks island movie. What is it called? Castaway. Hilarious. There it is. Let's see, which one was that? That's 15, Castaway. I had a brain fart. I knew what it was. I couldn't remember. Castaway. That's got to be in there. All right, number 16. So 16, 17, 18, 19, and then 20. All right. Let's see here. Let's see, what else? Let's see. I will get back to the chat in a minute. I'm just trying to figure out some more of his movies. Again, he's done so much great work. I have a lot of respect for Tom Hanks. He's a great actor. I'm going to put down Philadelphia. That is a good movie. Philadelphia. Number 17. Let's see here. That TV show that was in Bosom, wasn't it Bosom Buddies or something like that? I can't remember what it was called. What's that name? What's the name of that TV show? Tom Hanks TV show. What was that one? And he did a lot of he did a lot of cameos. I know he was in The Love Boat a couple of times. And then he was in before Michael J. Fox got Back to the Future, that TV show that Michael J. Fox. I know he did a cameo in that too, or a guest star. What the fuck is that TV show? I think it was Bosom Buddies. That was like his first big gig, I believe. Where, in order to get like cheap rent, him and his buddy dressed up as women, and it was I think it was like on a college campus. It was like an all-girls apartment dorm, and they dressed up as women. And they got cheaper rent or whatever because the guys' dorms were like just an outrage price. And I've seen a couple of episodes of Bosom Buddies, but I haven't seen all of Bosom Buddies. So I think that's what it's called. So Bosom Buddies. So that was like one of his first like big gigs. Bosom Buddies. All right. Let's see here. What else? I'm not ignoring you guys. I just got Google up. I'm trying to figure out 3 more movies, so give me 1 second. The Money Pit. That's a good one. The Money Pit. Oh, and what's the other one where he... it has to do with a volcano or a mermaid or whatever. Tom Hanks mermaid film, whatever it is. Mermaid film. What the? Splash! That's a good one. I've seen that. It's just been ages. It's been ages since I've seen that. And then there's one where he either gets sucked into a volcano or somebody throws him into a volcano or some shit. I can't remember what that one's called, but I'll try and find it on Google. Yeah, I think he did 2 episodes of Tales from the Crypt, which I loved his episodes from Tales from the Crypt. Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah. I wish they'd bring Tales from the Crypt back on television. Tales from the Crypt looked amazing. Or is amazing. That's what I meant to say. Is amazing. They need to make more episodes of Tales from the Crypt. They brought back they brought back Creepshow. Why not bring back Tales from the Crypt? They made 7 seasons of Tales from the Crypt. There's so many creepy stories out there. Tales from the Crypt is fucking great. Me and my dad used to watch it all the time. Let's see here. Fears, look up Mazes and Monsters. I know that. Now that was his first gig. But I've never seen. I'm writing down ones that I've actually seen. but I've never seen it. But I will watch the trailer and react to it. I've heard of it. It was like his first. I think it was his first movie. Splash was 19, and then number 20. I'm trying to think of other stuff that I've watched that he's done. Because, again, I reiterate, he's done a lot of shit. He's done a lot of shit. I think he did 1 or 2 episodes. I know he did at least, I think, 2 episodes of Tales from the Crypt. I don't remember the names of the episodes, but he did 2 episodes. And then I think he directed 1. Let's see, what else? Oh, Dragnet. He was in Dragnet with Dan Aykroyd. That's a good one. Dragnet. The movie version of it. And I've seen that one. All right. So, the top 20 Tom Hanks films. The Burbs, Big, all the Toy Story movies, Forrest Gump, Captain Phillips, Apollo 13, Saving Private Ryan, The Green Mile, Mr. Rogers, The Terminal, Scully, A League of Their Own, Hologram for the King, You Got Mail, Castaway, Philadelphia, Bosom Buddies, which is a TV show, but it's not a movie, but I think it still counts because it's such a great television show. The Money Pit, Splash, and Dragnet. There you are. Oh, there you are. There you are. So there we go. Nice. All right. So let me get back to the chat, and then I'm going to do some trailer reactions, my friends. And then we'll get on with the rest of the show. Let's see. Let me catch up with the chat here. Let's see. Vision says both. It's the South. Let's see. Castaway. God damn it. Mazes and Monsters. Top Gun. I like the volleyball scene. Yeah, it's a good scene out of Castaway. You know. Fierce, look up Mazes and Monsters. Oh, I will. Yo, I'm going live soon, so if you want to come on, I'll shoot you a link. I'll be unboxing a big red box with my entire Mario Brothers collection. Oh, nice! I like it, Heroes. Well, Heroes, I'm going to go live for a little bit longer. So I may come in, I may not, because after this, I'm going to make some dinner because I skipped breakfast and I only had a slice of toast for lunch because I'm really trying to only eat 2 meals a day. I have been losing weight, and I've been eating really healthy. I've been eating a lot of fruits and lots of vegetables, and I bought some carrot juice, so I've been juicing too. So I'm sorry, it's a mix. It's like carrot juice and lime juice, but it's really healthy. So I've been drinking a lot of juices, a lot of liquids. So yeah, so if I don't come in, I'll catch you on the next one. But Heroes, I'm going to give you a call tomorrow. So if we don't hang out this weekend, we'll hang out next weekend, buddy, because I've been dying to do some unboxings with you. I've been dying to play some video games because the last time I played a video game was with Sam. So it's been a minute. So I definitely want to finish Dead Space because me and Sam were like halfway through Dead Space and we didn't get to finish it. So yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Do you, brother? I'm just finishing. Yeah, so, man, I want to hang out, you know. I definitely want to hang out before I go on my trips. So, we definitely will get to it, my friend. But if I don't see you, man, have a good show. And I'll try and catch some of your show, you know. But I've really been trying to get some more content out. Plus, you guys are going to freak out, my friend. I meant to say this yesterday. I started the story yesterday, and I forgot to finish it. Yesterday, I'm sorry, I didn't stream yesterday. The day before I was telling you, my friend called me up and said, "Hey, Fears, are you ready for a blast from the past?" And I was like, "Yeah, what's up?" And he goes, "Dude, I was getting rid of my old hard drive from college." And I was like, "What, the fucking brick?" And he goes, "Oh, yeah, remember the brick, Fears?" I'm like, "I remember the brick. It was like this long and about that fucking wide." Thank God hard drives have gotten little. You know, you have like, what, 3,000 terabytes or whatever the fuck it is. This one, the one I got, I think is a terabyte. So picture this back in 2007. I never would have thought a hard drive would be this little. Picture this one being that long and, like I said, like that fucking wide. You know what I'm saying? And this has got a terabyte, and I've never been able to fill this all up, and I got shitloads of content on here that I still need to edit. And sometimes I save my favorite projects, like all the Fears Man episodes are saved on this. Just on the rare case if something happened and I lost them or something, I had to re-upload them. But yeah, so I was like, dude, where'd you find the brick? And he was like, he goes, Fears, I was just going through my closet, just getting rid of old shit. And he goes, I wonder if this brick hard drive still works. And I was like, did it? And he goes, yeah. He goes, but it took forever to have it come on and load and download all the shit. I said, I said, what? I said, all your old college projects were on there? He goes, yeah. And he goes, do you remember this college project? I watched it, and at first I didn't recognize it. And I went, wait a minute. I'm like, I remember working on this. I wasn't in it. But he's like, hey, Fears, do you want this one? I said, yeah. I said, I lost that project. And he goes, re-edit it. He goes, upload the original version and then do a re-edit. And I was like, I could do that. I may not do a re-edited version because I like the way that it was portrayed. And I said, is that the Snickers commercial that we had to do? He goes, yeah, remember like I said, I do remember it. And I asked him, I said, was I in that? And he goes, no. He goes, you just helped. He goes, you helped me storyboard it. You helped me film it. And then you helped me edited the project because me and him were on it together. And I said, that's right. I said, I wasn't in it. I said, but all of our buddies in our group was in it. And he goes, yeah. He goes, and then I came in at the end and I was running away. And I was like, I remember that. So you guys are going to see an old blast from the past student project that I wasn't in, but I helped work on it. But whenever you guys read the description of the video, I'm going to say what I did on it. So it's coming. It's coming. So, yep. Anyway. Oh, fuck, I'm tired. Anyway, so that old ass student project is coming. Initially, we had to do basically what it was is the teacher sometimes would come into class and give us an object. Like I remember I had to do a short film. She's like, I'm gonna give you 3 objects, Fears, and they have to be in there. And I remember one of them was it has to be a black and white film. You have to use cowboy boots in it. So you can show a picture of a cowboy boot, you can wear a cowboy boot, and then the other object, I don't remember what the other object was, and then you had to go off on a weekend and film it yourself, and then it was due on Monday. This is the same thing. I remember she came in and said, you guys can make a movie of it, you guys can make a commercial. She's like, he goes, you have to use a Snickers bar in it. Or the Snickers bar logo, or whatever it is. And me and my friend went off and we made a commercial about Snickers. So I won't say anything else because I don't want to ruin it, but he gave me the footage and I was like, damn. I'm like, I have not seen this since 2007, buddy. And he was like, I know, right, Fears? And he goes, do you still have your brick of a hard drive? I'm like, not in Florida. It's somewhere in Missouri in a box rotting away. So yeah. What's up, Joey? Joey, all I gotta say is, man, Sega was pissed last time you were in here. Oh, man, he was pissed, dude. Like, beyond belief. Because after it, I messaged him. I was like, you all right, buddy? And he's like, fucking Joey. And I was like, what? And he was like, man, he goes, so much chaos. Or he said some shit like that. And I was like, Sega, I'm like, I think he's just teasing you. I think everything will be all right. You know, I gave him solid advice. I was like, I would just talk to Joey and tell him, try to squash the beef. I'm like, I did, you know. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully Sega can. And he was pissed at Carrie for some reason. I'm like, Sega, Carrie hasn't been here in years, so there's no reason to be pissed at her, you know. But now she's back. Well, she's kind of back. She's not fully back, but she's kind of back. Anyway. All right, let me look up this movie that I don't remember who told me to look it up, but I'll look it up. I've never seen the trailer, though. I've heard of it. The Tom Hanks Mazes and Monsters. That's probably a hard one to find. I doubt it's even on Blu-ray, because that sounds so old. Alright, let me look up this trailer. Mazes and Monsters trailer. Tom Hanks. Oh shit, this looks so old. 1982. Damn, that was 1 year before I was born. Oh Lord. Damn. Wow. Wow, that is so old. That's crazy. It looks super old too. And Tom Hanks looks really young in it. I mean, he looks super young. Damn. All right, well, let's watch the trailer.
Let's go to Island H2O Water Park. Thrilling slides, island vibes, and...
All right, here we go.
Tom Hanks and his friends get caught up in a deadly game of fantasy.
I am the maze controller.
Until they take it too far.
I propose we play mazes and monsters in a real setting. It won't be a fantasy.
Too bad for one of them, because now there's no turning back.
This is only a game.
I know, I killed somebody.
Mazes and monsters.
That looks pretty cool. Let's see. Let's go to Amazon. Let's see if it actually is on Blu-ray. Because I say it's not on Blu-ray, and then I bet you it is. You know? Mazes and Monsters on Blu-ray. Let's see here. Let's see here. Yep, there it is. Hilarious. There it is. Let's see if it's cheaper on eBay. It's pretty expensive on Amazon. Let's see here. Mazes and Monsters. Blu-ray. Okay. $20. That's not bad. That is not bad. Not too shabby. And then there's the collector's one that's $64, and then there's another one, a pre-used one. I mean a used one, excuse me, for $39. So there's a lot more versions of it on eBay than on Amazon. Nice. Again, I've heard of it. I've just never seen it, but it looks cool. It looks all right. And then let me watch the Furiosa trailer, because I haven't seen that one yet either. Furiosa. Visions, you never told me. Is it out yet? Is the Furiosa out? Is it in theaters yet? Because I need to go see probably the next two movies that I need to go see. You said it was crap, but I've watched all the other Stranger movies. I just got to find out what fucking happens in the prequel, you know. Even though it's crap, trust me, Fears has watched a lot of crappy films. I own some crappy films, but they're that crappy. They're that fucking hilarious, you know. They just got to be in the collection, you know. I just got to find out what happens, you know, in the prequel. So I'm probably going to watch that next, and then I got to watch, and then I want to watch Furiosa. See if it's any good. Get on some more collector's cups, my friend. That's right. All right, Furiosa. I know Chris Hemsworth is in it, you know. Oh, that's what I heard. And he's a great Australian actor. And, I mean, hello, he's fucking Thor. You know, he's Thor. Which would be a great prop to have, you know. I gotta have Thor's hammer at some point in the movie prop collection. I don't care if it's a real one. I don't care if it's a replica. I don't care if someone made their version on fucking Etsy. I gotta have some type of Thor hammer in the collection. And I mean, not like a plastic one or a Lego one. I'm talking like a heavy one, like an actual Thor hammer. So yeah, I need to do some digging and find that. That's another one. I think tomorrow I'm gonna do the top 10 movie props that Fears owns, because I don't think I've done that yet. Because I have a lot of props over there, so that's gonna be a hard one to do. But or maybe I'll do a top 20. We'll figure it out. All right, here we go. Furiosa. Here we go. Furiosa, a Mad Max saga. So I believe this is before, or it takes place before Fury Road, if memory serves me right. All right, here we go.
Promise me you'll find your way home.
I think Furiosa is like Mad Max's girlfriend or some shit. I think that's what it is.
Give me this promise.
Nice! They got, always in Mad Max, they got some crazy fucking motorcycles and trucks and cars and shit. Well, I'm glad they still have that part of because you can't do a fucking Mad Max movie without the Interceptor or the fucking crazy motorcycles or the contraptions they make in this like fucked up world, because it's literally like this future is they have like the shittiest world. It's just barren wastelands and they're fighting for oil and food and water, and the whole world is like gone to shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines.
Nice!
The darkest of angels.
I mean, so far, it looks pretty good. I mean, I'm pretty satisfied with this trailer. Now, I will be honest. I like all the sequels. Don't get me wrong. I like the Mad Max sequels. But my all-time favorite, is not even the original Mad Max. The Road Warrior. The fucking Road Warrior. Number 2, Mad Max 2. In my eyes, that's the best one. I do like the original Mad Max, but number 2, it's so fucking good. So good. Number 2 is my favorite. That's my... You guys can like whatever you want, but number 2, the Road Warrior, man. The fucking Road Warrior. So good. Shout out to Mel Gibson.
The question is, do you have it in you to make it epic?
Chris Hemsworth's character, he's got the long ass hair, kind of like Thor, but he's got this weird fucking beard. He's got like the little curly, twisty ties, for the mustache and shit. And he's got like shit mixed in with his beard. I don't know. He looks like the ultimate like crazy fucking villain, because everyone's like, oh, I don't see Chris Hemsworth as a villain. He's an actor. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. He can play Thor. He was in that horror movie, the Cabin one or whatever. He plays like the douchebag jock the cabin in the woods or whatever the hell it is. Did a great job, playing the douchey. I can take the douchey sports guy. I can take a football, throw it 1,000 yards kind of guy. I can see him as a villain. He can play a villain. He looks badass as a villain in this trailer so far. I like a versatile actor, that can do whatever, because some they get categorized as, oh no, I can't see him as a villain. He always plays the good guy. Fuck that. He's an actor. He can do whatever the hell he wants. The point of being an actor is you have to be versatile and you can play anything that the director wants you to be. I need you to play this. I need you to play that. Oh no, I can only play these characters. Fuck that, man. Chris Hemsworth, you go play that ultimate baddie villain, man. Do it. Get on it. I love it. I like it. All right, let's finish the rest of this Furiosa. Nice. I like it. Looks all right. We'll have to see. So probably those next two. So chapter 1 of The Strangers and then Furiosa. It's probably the next two watches in the theater that Fears will go and see. All right, let me get back to the chat. All right, let's see. Excuse me. Yeah, it's been out for a little over a week. Okay, that's what I thought. Because I remember you said you went and saw The Strangers, chapter 1, and you were like, it's kind of crap, Fears. And I was like, all right, good to know. So, yeah. Well, I'll definitely see those two before I go on vacation. So, yeah. I'm liking it. It looks good. I'll be honest, any Australian movie I've seen so far, they got some great actors. I've said that before, too. The drive-in movie that you told me about, which I recently rewatched a couple of weeks ago, Visions, because it's been sitting on the shelf for a while. I was like, pretty good. And the guy that plays the main character, I put his name on Instagram, found him. He still acts. He's a painter. He's a writer. And I was like, that fucking guy at a dead-end drive-in has an Instagram. I'm like, oh, I'm following him on Instagram. So I followed him on Instagram. And then all the Mad Maxes are great. Hugh Jackman, he's Australian. Fucking Wolverine. Need I say more? He's fucking Wolverine, man. He's got the epic beard, with his hair up to here, fucking claws and shit. Hell yeah. They're pretty good actors, They're good. So I'm excited. I'm excited for Furiosa. But I will say this. Nothing against Tom Hardy, great actor. Just Mel Gibson will always be fucking Mad Max in my eyes. But he did do a good job. I've started Fury Road. I just haven't finished it. Because the last few times I've fallen asleep. So I'm going to try and finish it this weekend. But so far, Tom Hardy has done a pretty good job as, as playing the legendary character. Just Mel Gibson is he's the original. He's the creator, So, yeah. But I think that's a pretty good show. Because Tom Hardy's a great actor. I haven't seen. I'll be honest, Joey. I haven't seen the. He was. What's that? He's not a superhero. He's an anti-hero. I've seen bits of Tom Hardy play. The Venom. I haven't seen all of it though. I need to sit down and watch the Venom movies. But I've seen bits of it, and he was pretty good as Venom. The bits I've seen. And then I started watching that movie of him portraying Al Capone, and I haven't finished it. I need to finish it. So, yeah. All right. Time to get on these reviews. All right. Fears went on a Disney kick the other day. Bam. Bam. You guys are going to find this hard to believe because Fears is a big Disney fan. This is the first time I've sat and watched all the way through Finding Nemo. I had seen bits and pieces all in the past. And my friend was like, you've never seen Finding Nemo, Fears? I'm like, no, I've seen bits of it. And the bits I've seen were pretty funny and pretty hilarious. But I never watched all the way through. I finally sat through all of it. And it was pretty good. I liked it. I'm going to give it a solid 9 out of 10. My two favorite characters in it I do like the dad. The dad looking for, for Nemo. And I can't pick between these three. I'd say my three top favorite in this order would be the dad first, looking for Nemo. Second would be Nemo. Dory, she's kind of annoying, but she is a good character. So I'd say the third one is Dory. And Ellen DeGeneres played Dory. So yeah. And it's a good father-son kind of movie. He's searching for Nemo. Nemo gets into trouble. Somebody scoops him up. And he gets away from his dad. Solid 9 out of 10. Solid 9 out of 10. So yeah. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm trying to think of my favorite scene. I would say the opening scene. It's a tragedy. The wife dies, and all their babies are gone except for Nemo, because I forgot what type of fish, but a big fish attacks their home and all that, and only Nemo is the only one left. And he's like, "Well, I promise I'll take care of you. I won't let anything happen to you." And da-da-da-da-da. So that was a good scene. And then obviously them reuniting at the end, and he finally finds Nemo and all that. So I'd say those two are my favorite scenes. So solid 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Do you like Tom Hardy in Star Trek? I forgot. Refresh my memory, Joey. Which character does he play in Star Trek? Oh, you know what? Hang on. Let me just look it up. Because you know me. I love Star Trek. That's one thing that me and Joey have in common. Joey, do you still have that? I remember back in the day, you showed me some of your Star Trek collection. What the fuck was it? It was wasn't it? Don't you have like a Star Trek Starfleet manual or whatever? Because I remember I went to a convention and I bought the Starfleet manual myself, and now that's in my collection. But you have, and then I have the tricorder toy that I got at a convention, and I have a favor. But you've got something. It's like a Starfleet manual or some shit. But anyway, let me look up Tom Hardy in Star Trek, because I can't fucking remember what he plays. He's in one of the movies. So Tom Hardy in Star Trek. He's not in the show. I know that. He's in the he's in one of the Star Trek Next Generation movies, because they made 4 of the movies. But yeah, Tom Hardy in Star Trek. What the hell is this? Edward Tom Hardy, born September 15th, 1977, age 46. Better known as Tom Hardy, is the English actor who played Shinzar. That's what it is in Star Trek Nemesis. Shinzar. He plays the young Jean-Luc Picard. Oh yeah, yeah. I love him in that. Oh yeah, because that part, Joey. He starts off as like, "Hey, I'm a clone. I'm you," and he plays both sides of the coin. At first, he acts like he's a good guy, but then obviously we find out that Shinzar he's the baddie, he's the villain. So he can play. He's another Australian actor that can play both good and bad. So I just had a brain fart. I was like, I know he's in a Star Trek. I just couldn't not fucking remember what character or what movie. I knew it wasn't the TV show. I knew it was a movie. Shinzar. Yeah. He's good. He's good in Shinzar. He's good as Shinzar is what I'm trying to say. All right, let me close. Actually, I'm not going to close Google just in case if I need to look something up again. Yes, I do. I do like. Yeah, yep, that's what it is. He plays the clone. So good. So good. I'll be honest, Joey. My favorite Star Trek Next Generation movie. It's hard because they're all good, but my favorite original Star Trek movie is Star Trek IV: The Voyage Home. Oh god, it's so good. I like them all, but the old Star Trek movies, that one's my fave. The Star Trek Next Gen movies, I gotta say, it would probably go. My favorite is Star Trek First Contact, when they meet Zephyr Cochrane and they have to restore history because the Borg, fucked everything up. So it would go that first, then Generations, then Nemesis, and then whatever the fourth one is called. It goes. Hang on, let me look it up. I can't remember. Hang on. Give me a second. I'm trying to find something. Oh, shit. I can't find it. Hang on. When I reorganized all my movies, I must have... I didn't lose it, but I can't seem to find it. I can't find the Next Gen movies. They're somewhere. Oh, I'll have to find it later. I can't remember where it is. I can't remember the third Star Trek. It's somewhere over there. I'll have to find it after the stream. Lots of people don't like it, but I found it entertaining. Well, I don't know what the hell they're talking about. Nemesis was great. It's not my favorite, but it's still good. So yeah. My favorite one is First Contact, without a doubt. That's my favorite Next Gen movie. I wish they would have made more Next Gen movies, but I will. I'll be honest. I cannot wait. I've started watching Star Trek Picard. I've watched most of the first season. I can't wait to watch all 3 seasons of Star Trek Picard because the original cast comes back. Wesley comes back. Data comes back. Riker with his flowing beard and going nuts, So, I wouldn't let it bother you, Joey. It's entertaining. I agree. It's definitely entertaining. Let me look up that other Star Trek Next Gen movie because now it's driving me nuts. I can't remember. List of Star Trek Next Gen movies. I know. It's on the tip of my tongue. I just cannot remember the fucking name of that movie. It's the one where they have the creatures that have the flesh where they peel it back or whatever, or they stretch it back or whatever the hell it is. What in the hell is the name of that movie? Oh, what is it? It's on the tip of my tongue. Don't tell me, Joey. What is it? Here, I'm going to have to look it up. I can't remember. Let's see. All right. Star Trek 1, Star Trek 2, Star Trek 3, 4, 5. Insurrection. That's what it is. So it would go. So here's how it would go, Joey, with the Next Gen. It would go. My favorite one, number 1, is Star Trek First Contact. Then Star Trek Generations. Then my third one would be Star Trek Nemesis. And then I didn't really like Insurrection. It's okay. It's all right. But out of the Next Gen movies, that's my least favorite is Insurrection. But Nemesis was great. Oh, yeah. And then I like all the new Star Trek movies that they've been making. Hopefully they bring back the newer cast, like with what's the guy that plays Spock? Because there's a different guy. I've been watching I'm on season 2 now of Star Trek Stranger Worlds, because I already reviewed for you guys Star Trek Stranger Worlds, or Strange New Worlds season 1. Season 1 was absolutely amazing. And they got a different guy in there playing young Spock. And then they had somebody else playing Spock in the new Star Trek movies. And I follow him on Instagram too. I just forgot his name. Oh, God. I'm having tons of brain farts tonight. I follow him on Instagram. The guy, him and before Leonard Nimoy died, they did that car commercial together. What the hell is his name? Hang on, that's why I have Google. Hang on. Actor's name who have played Spock. Zachary, that's his name. Zachary Quinto. I could not remember that guy's name for the death of me. Yeah. Zachary Quinto. And one of the funniest things he's ever... Joey, have you ever seen that commercial? Oh my God, that one's good. They're playing... him and Leonard Nimoy, they start off the commercial, they're playing the 3-towered chest or whatever that chest thing is that Spock loves. And he's like... And he's like, checkmate, my friend. And he's like, all right. He's like, you up for another challenge? And then he's like, yeah, I'm up for another challenge. And he's like, prepare, phasers. He goes, I'm about to take you down. He's like, yeah, we'll see. And he's like, how about a round a game of golf at the club? He goes, whoever gets the club first, the loser has to pay for lunch. And he's like, oh yeah, you're on. And then Zachary's got this slicked out, cool ass car, and then he gets there ages before, Leonard. Leonard, he's got this old ass car and he puts his golf clubs in and he can't fit them in, and so you hear him, they bleep it out because it's a commercial, but you just hear him scream fuck because he can't get his fucking golf clubs in the trunk, and then he throws them in the front seat. If you haven't seen that commercial, Joey, it's fucking hilarious. So then he gets there and then he does the legendary line where he puts the Vulcan hand up on the window and he's like, I shall and forever be your friend. And then he's like, I made it. And he's like, obviously you're paying for lunch. I got here first. And then he's like, technically we're not inside the club yet. Then he does the Vulcan grip on him. Zachary falls down. And then he's like, I'll see you inside, Zachary. And then obviously fucking Zachary is paying for lunch and shit. And they're like debuting like a new car. If you haven't seen that commercial, Joey, it is fucking hilarious. Obviously, it's an old commercial now, but when I saw that for the first time, I was like, oh my God, this is hilarious. 2 legends playing Spock in the same commercial. In fact, I'm going to watch it again right now. It's great. It's that great. Leonard and Zachary commercial. Oh, it's so good. I forgot what's the name, Joey? What's the name of the? I know it's chess, but isn't it like 3-dimensional chess or 3D chess or what? Because there's 3 different layers where they're playing 3 games of chess in one, and he's like check, and he's like check and mate, my friend, and then like Leonard gets him and pulls a fast one on him. And then Zachary's like, oh, shit. He's like, yeah, you win again. He's like, all right. He's like, you up for a new challenge? And he's like, I'm always up for a new challenge. Or he says some shit. You're about to hear the commercial here in a minute. And he's like, all right, how about a round of golf at the club or whatever? But yeah. It's 3D chess, right? That's what it is. 3D chess. I thought it was 3-dimensional chess or whatever the hell it was. But yeah. That's another prop that I would love to get. I don't know how to play 3D chess, but that would be another prop from Star Trek. And I've also always wanted to get... I don't care if it's a recreation. I don't care if it's an actual prop from... an actual prop would be great, but if I couldn't find an actual prop, I've always wanted to have in my collection one of those pads that they have in the original Star Trek, in Star Trek Next Gen. My favorite type of pad, though, is the Next Gen pads, where they spell it Like an iPad is spelled I-P-A-D. They spell it in Star Trek P-A-D-D. Pad. And I bet you whoever, Steve Jobs, before he died, created the iPad. I almost guarantee you, because an iPad looks almost identical to the pads they use in Star Trek. I've always wanted to have a pad, movie prop. But nothing against Star Trek, Deep Space Nine, nothing against Star Trek, Voyager. All those pads are great, but I think the best version of the pad is from Next Gen, because Next Gen is, without a doubt, my favorite type of Star Trek. Because I watched them out of order, because whenever my dad was alive and whenever my dad was younger, he's like, well, Next Gen is on television right now, John. Let's watch it together. And I went, all right. And he goes, as soon as this series is done, he goes, I'll introduce you to the original. So I watched all the original Star Trek after I watched Next Gen. And then I started watching them in order. So yeah. So let me rewatch this commercial. Leonard Nimoy versus Zachary Quinto, The Challenge. And I think, I can't remember. They're like promoting some new car. And it came out a couple of years ago. But, it's such a good commercial.
Hello.
Check.
Check and mate, my young friend.
How about another challenge? You want to play around with golf at the club and get some lunch?
That's what it is. I couldn't remember the whole. I remembered some of the dialogue, but I couldn't remember all of it. But he's like, another. He goes, how about a round of golf at the club? He's like, loser buys lunch. I knew it was some shit like that.
Last buys lunch.
Stand by to have your wallet emptied by a tractor beam.
Anything's possible, but probably not that.
Oh yeah. It's a car commercial, because here he comes. He's in his garage and he's got a slicked out car. Yeah, I knew it was something to do with. I knew it was a car commercial of some sort. I'll be honest, Joey. It's one of my favorite commercials ever made, because it's like a mini movie, and I like how they shoot commercials these days, like a mini movie. Like they made a few years ago. They made kind of a sequel to E.T. They made like a mini movie, and they were promoting like I think it was like when E.T. came out on 4K. It was either they made it 2 Christmases ago or 3 Christmases ago, and it was literally promoting. Watch the amazing, the legendary, the classic E.T. now on 4K, and they asked Steven Spielberg, "Hey, can we make like a little mini movie to promote E.T. finally being on 4K?" And he was like, "Go for it." And I think they invited him to the set, and it's Elliot. It's now Elliot is grown up, and he's got a wife, and he's got kids of his own. E.T. comes back, and he's like, Elliot. And then now it's older E.T. hanging out with older Elliot, and now Elliot's kids are hanging out with E.T. And that was a great fucking commercial, man. It was like a mini movie. And this commercial is one of my favorite commercials ever made, ever. Because it's like a mini movie between Zachary Quinto, versing, Leonard, the original. Oh, here he goes. He's gonna say fuck because he can't get his golf clubs in. Oh man, it's so good. This commercial's fucking great. It's so. I'm telling you, Joey, you gotta watch after the stream. Watch this fucking commercial, buddy. If you've never seen it, Joey, have you ever seen this commercial? I'm telling you, you guys have got to see it. I'm not even kidding. Just do yourself a favor. It's such a good commercial. Just watch this fucking commercial after the stream is done. I shit you not. Oh, it's so good. So good.
In the middle of the earth in the land of Shire, there's a brave little hobbit we all admire. Long wooden pipe, fuzzy wooden toes. Lives in a hobbit hole and everybody knows him, Bilbo. Bilbo Baggins, the bravest little hobbit of them all. Yeah. Go, Bilbo!
Call Leonard.
Go!
Hey, where are you?
Use your sensors.
No need. I'm already here.
You're there already? I feel like I'm stuck in a black hole.
No worries, I can practice my swing if you need to pull over and take a nap.
Smart ass.
Oh, here we go. I shall.
I have been, and always shall be, your friend.
Really?
You know what that's from, right? That's from Star Trek 2, where Spock dies. I mean, that's one of the most, it's between him and Kirk, and he's like, Jim, I shall, and always be your friend. And then Spock, there's like his flesh is like getting eaten away because he's like in that containment unit, and all that poison gas and all that shit is like just eating his skin alive, and it sucks that Spock dies. But no worries, because in part 3, obviously Spock comes back.
I had...
Nice try, you wish.
No, I definitely had...
Not for a second. Obviously, you're buying lunch.
Technically, we're not inside yet. I'll see you inside.
Yeah, I'll see you inside. And then he uses the Vulcan death grip, or whatever the hell it's called. Fucking hilarious. It sucks. I'll be honest, Joey. It sucks so bad that Leonard has passed away. I've met Captain Kirk. I've always wanted to meet Leonard Nimoy and get his autograph, and now I can't because unfortunately he passed away. But I've heard different sides of the coin. People say that William Shatner is a fucking dick. He was never a dick to me. I waited in line, and literally I got like between 8 and 10 minutes with him, and I felt bad because I was like, well, there's other people in line, and he's like, don't worry about them. I'm talking to you, Fears. I was like, okay. And he was asking me all sorts of questions. He was like, hey, what's your favorite Star Trek movie of all time? And I was like, the ones that you've been in or just of all time? And he was like, the ones that I've been in. I said, number 4, the Voyage Home. He's like, yeah. He goes, I like that one. He goes, my buddy Leonard directed it. I was like, I know. And he's like, why do you like it so much? I'm like, I love time travel movies. And I said, it's just a good story. I said, I loved it. And then he's like, have you ever watched the original series? I said, oh, yeah. I said, my dad introduced me to Star Trek. And then he said something like, your dad was a smart man. I'm like, yes, he was. Yes, he was. Oh, well, my dad was still alive when I met William Shatner. So I said, he said, your dad's a smart guy. And I said, yes, he is. But now that he's passed away, yes, he was. Well, I mean, my dad's still a smart guy. You guys know what I mean. But thank God my dad introduced me to it, Thank God. Anyway. Well, I think I'm going to... Oh, wait. We need to... I almost ended the show without reviewing this. So I apologize, but yeah. Good times. Good time. I'm telling you, Joey, watch that fucking commercial. It's like a 2-minute commercial. But the way they filmed it's so good. I like nowadays how they shoot like little mini movies. It's not just like, 30-second whatever. They put it on film. And there's so much detail in commercials now. Like whenever they did that Bud Light commercial where they surprised that guy and they had him in a Pac-Man video game, like a real life Pac-Man video game. That's another great commercial that I love. That should be another top 10. The top 10 greatest commercials of all time. I'm going to write that down. So, yeah. All right, I can scratch these off the list. So, today we did Tom Hanks. Top 20 Tom Hanks movies. Right? And then we did top 20 movie cars, which, by the way, was really hard because there's far more than 20 great movie cars. But those 20 were some of my faves. So I'm going to do... Tomorrow we're going to do top 10 greatest commercials, of all time in film history. And this Leonard one will be in there. Top 10 commercial. What was the other one I said I was going to do? Do you guys remember? I don't remember. What was the other top 10 I was going to do tomorrow? I don't remember. I'm trying to remember. I don't remember. Oh well, I'm gonna do this one. I'm serious. My memory is, as the years come, the memory just goes. Here's the thing about Fears' memory. I remember a lot. I can't lie though. I can't lie about it. You guys know my memory goes to shit. Sometimes it's great. I can remember stories. I can remember movie dialogue like that. It's just certain things I can't remember. If someone's like, hey, Fierce, like, let me give you my phone number. I'm like, put it in my phone. I immediately give them my phone. I'm like, put your name, put your email, put your number, put all your info in my phone. If you write it down on a piece of paper, I know for a fact I will lose that piece of paper. I'm like, put it in my phone immediately, or I'll lose it. You know I will. And they're like, all right, Fears. And I'm like, I'm telling you, I don't want to lose your number. So I'm like, put it in there, or it'll be lost within a week or two. My hair is driving me nuts. It's so long. I need to get it cut. I think this is the longest you guys have ever seen my hair. Look at all these little tassels like coming up and shit. I hate when it curls up like that. I don't know how people can have long hair. It would drive me... Like Chris Hemsworth, he grew out his hair that long for the new movie. It's like down to here. And then he had long hair for Thor and shit. Because he's done it both. Thor, he's had long hair, and he grew it out. Then he's done Thor with short hair in Thor Ragnarok, and then he's had it in other Avenger movies and shit. I give credit where credit is due. People that can have long hair, I'll give you credit. I could never grow out my hair that long. It would just drive me nuts. All right, let's get on this review. So, the other Disney movie I watched the other night was the live-action version of Cinderella. And I did enjoy it. Obviously, everyone's seen the cartoon, unless you've been living under a rock. The cartoon is great. The cartoon version of Cinderella. This is like the cartoon, but they took aspects from the book, too. So, this is a mixture of the... Oh God, when was the cartoon made? I think the cartoon version of Cinderella was 50s or 60s, I think, when it came out. Let's figure it out. Hang on. Because I did some research on it. It was one of Walt Disney's... I think Snow White was his very first cartoon animated film. Because he did all the Mickey cartoons before, and they were just like little... like cartoon shorts, but I think his first I believe Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs was his first animated film. Walt Disney's first animated film. I'm almost 100% positive it was Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Yeah. Walt Disney's first animated full feature film was Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Disney's first feature film that portrayed Snow White helping the Seven Dwarfs premiered at the I don't know how you pronounce it, Clarity Circle Theater in Los Angeles, California. Oh wow! And then when was Cinderella made? I know it was either 50s or 60s because it came out a little bit later after Snow White. March 4th, 1950 is when Cinderella came out. Okay, so I was right. I said 50s or 60s, so yeah. So, obviously, the cartoon is always going to be better, but the live action I really did enjoy. They took a lot from the book. They took a lot. And I watched all the bonus features. There was I think there was like an hour and a half of bonus features. They actually made a couple different versions of Cinderella's shoe. They made ones that looked like glass, then they made ones that were glass, for the close-up shots. Her dress is like the dress in the cartoon. They just tweaked it. It's far more bluer in the live action, and in the movie version, you get more. In the cartoon, you find out already that she's an orphan. Her parents are died, and now she lives with her wicked, stepsisters and her wicked stepmother, and they're evil and they treat Cinderella like shit. But in the movie version, you find out more about her father and more about her real mother and how she became an orphan and why her stepsisters and her stepmother are so evil to her. So yeah, so I did like this version. It's pretty good. I'd give it a solid 8.5 out of 10. And, of course, they had, just like the cartoon, tons and tons of animals in the movie. Because if you remember from the cartoon, Cinderella has no friends except for the mice and her farm animals, the geese and the ducks. And in the cartoon, obviously they talk to her. In the live action, she talks to them because obviously animals don't talk to people. So she talks to the animals. So they brought that over to the movie version. And I forgot the actress that plays the stepmother. She did a great job. The stepsisters, oh, they're so fucking annoying. They are fucking annoying. Yo, Whole Milk says, what's your t-shirt say, Fears? Oh, it's Luigi. Good old Luigi, my friend. There it is. Nothing against Luigi. I do like Luigi. He's great. I just like Mario better. You know? I like Mario better. Anyway. Well, you missed it. I did the top, not only the top 10 movie cars, I did the top 20 movie cars. You just missed it. Because I did that about an hour ago. Because now we've been going for 2 hours, my friend. So, you got here a little bit too late. We're doing the last review. So anyway, I like it that you find more about the history of Cinderella. You know, you find out more about her actual mother, her actual father. She didn't have any sisters or brothers. It's just her. Her mom dies of an illness, and then her dad remarries, and then he goes off because he's a merchant. That's how he makes his money. And he said, I'm going to go out. I've got a few things I have to sell, but I'll be back. And as he's out and about, he gets real sick, and then he dies. And then that's when the stepmother becomes quite evil. Because she's like, well, now I have to take care of her. Now I have to. Whenever her dad was still alive, she puts on the persona that she's nice. But really, she does not like Cinderella at all. She hates Cinderella. And then once both of the parents are dead, she's like, well, now I can do whatever the hell I want, and I can say whatever the hell I want to Cinderella, and there's not a damn thing that she can do about it. And in all the fairy tale, well, especially in Cinderella, what does it teach you? There's good people in the world, and there's bad people in the world, you know? But I like the message. As long as you have courage and kindness. They say it a couple times in the cartoon, and they also say it a lot in the movie version of Cinderella. If you have courage and kindness, that can prevail over anything. But it does teach you. It sucks that there's evil people in the world. But there is. There's good people in the world, and there's bad people. Good people, you know, there's bad. So I'm not saying you always have to look over your shoulder. Don't do that. Be aware of your surroundings, my friend, because people, and surround yourself with positive people, you know? That's why some people think I like to block people. I do not. But I don't put up with idiots. When I first started this stream, I must have blocked about 10 fake Casey's and all that crap, because they're just, obviously that's not Casey, so it's just idiots that like to make me mad. And they didn't make me mad. I'm just like, no, you're a fucking idiot. You're gone. So I try and surround myself with good people, positive people. You know, that's what you have to do, or at least that's what I do with my life, but it's good advice. Surround yourself with positive people. Surround yourself with good people. And get all the negativity out of your life as you possibly can, my friends. So yeah. Yo, what's up, Tinder Immortal? Can you please review Hunchback of Notre Dame or the new Pinocchio? I will whenever I have not bought the movie version of Pinocchio yet. I don't have the cartoon Pinocchio, I don't think, in my collection. I do have the Hunchback of Notre Dame, the cartoon, over here somewhere. So whenever I get to it, Tinder Immortal, I will. So yeah. Shuffler says, I come to see Fears. I stay for the Finding Nemo Blu-ray cover in the background behind. Oh, well, yeah, I already reviewed it, my friend. Good film. And it's the first time I watched it all the way through. So you missed this review, Shuffler. So yeah. So now it's going to be added into the collection. Which Cinderella was that? The Disney 1997 live action with Brandy? No, not that one. This one was made in I think you're thinking of the Cinderella story one, Tinder Immortal. I've never seen that one. But Disney, I mean, there's been a lot of versions of Cinderella. This is the newest. This is the newest version of Cinderella. I don't know when this one was made. I'm trying to find the year on this. Oh, here it is. 2020. So they made this in 2020. So it's not super old. It's just older. But this is the newest version of Cinderella. So yeah. Have you ever live streamed while watching a movie? No, I've never done that. I didn't know if you guys would want Fears to do that. I could, and then I could commentate on it if you guys would like. Because all I'd have to do is just, put the camera like that. And then I would lay on the couch. And then, you guys could watch it while I was watching it. I've never done that. But if you guys want me to, I could do that one time. And if the fans like it, I could continue to do that. So, yeah. That is an idea. We could do that, if you guys wanted to. So anyway, back to the review. I'd say my two favorite scenes. Obviously, when her fairy godmother shows up, she's crying. She's crying in the garden, and she's like, I don't understand how someone could be so mean to me. She goes, I've never done anything wrong to my stepsisters. I've never done anything wrong to my stepmother, and they treat me like complete trash. And Cinderella is the nicest lady in the land, She's never done anything wrong to anyone. And she's like, they're so disgusting to me. And then basically her fairy godmother's like, yeah, whatever, forget them, And then she's off to the ball. And she's got this beautiful dress on. And you see her get into the pumpkin and blah, blah, blah and all that. So that's probably my favorite scene. The preparation scene where she gets her glass slippers and she gets the dress and she gets into the carriage. That's a good scene. And then when she dances with the prince, that's a good scene. But in this version, the third scene I like is when she meets the prince for the first time in the woods. She's horseback riding, and her horse gets out of control, and the prince is hunting in the woods, and he sees her horse flying out of control, and he's on a horse, and he gallops up, and he saves her. And then they have a chit-chat in the woods for a couple of minutes. That's a good scene, too. So, yeah. Tinder Immortal says, how many coffee mugs are in your collection, Fears? That's a good question. I don't know. I guarantee you, Tinder Immortal, it's probably over 30. It's probably over 30 mugs, but one day I will count them all up. And I haven't bought a new mug in a while. I've had this one for a couple of years now. But it's one of my favorites, Jack Skellington. But I'll be honest, I actually don't know how many. I don't know how many are in the collection. But if I had to pick, or if I had to guess, probably around 50. I don't know for sure, but I know it's way over 30 or 40 for sure. For sure. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to give this about an 8.5 out of 10. It's a good watch. If you like the cartoon version, or if you've read the book, you'll definitely like the movie version, the live action. A lot of cool, and they shot a lot on sets, and then they shot a lot in Europe, because Cinderella's story takes place They never tell you really where in Europe, because in the cartoon, they never tell you where it takes place in Europe, but it's somewhere in Europe it takes place. So they shot a lot in Europe, the continent. They shot a lot on sets. Cinderella's castle, in the movie version, it's a little smaller than the cartoon version, but it's still good. But yeah, it's good. I enjoyed it. It's a good watch. Let's see. Shuffler says, I would love that. Kind of like hanging out with Fears in spirit. Yeah, there you go. Well, one of these days, Shuffler, I definitely want to hang out with you and your wife, Mrs. Immortal. So, hanging out with Mr. Immortal and Mrs. Immortal would be pretty cool. Pretty cool. So one day we'll make that happen. One day. Oh man, here comes the yawns. Oh Lord. You know what that means? That means I need some more coffee because I'm getting down to the wire here. I did make a fresh pot, so there is some more over there. But yeah. But that's a good question, Tinner Immortal. I don't really know how many mugs. Anyway, watch it. It's a solid watch. If you're a big Disney fan like me, you'll definitely love it. But even if you're not a Disney fan, it's still a good watch. They only changed a few things. Because obviously it's really hard to take a book in a cartoon movie and turn it into real life. Sometimes they do a good job, and sometimes it's absolute shit. This one, they did a really good job at transforming. It went from a book, then it went from a book to a cartoon movie to a live-action movie. And the girl that plays Cinderella, I believe, is the same actress that was in Tim Burton's live-action Alice in Wonderland. I think she's the same woman that plays, because she plays Tim Burton's Alice in Wonderland is a sequel to the cartoon Alice in Wonderland. It's his film is what if Alice grew up and now she's an adult. She's not like a 10-year-old girl. And what if the adult Alice went back to Wonderland? I think that's what it is. And now she's an adult, and now she goes back to Wonderland, and Johnny Depp plays the whatever that guy's name is with the massive hat, the seamstress guy, or whatever the hell his name is. Anyway, I think the same girl that played Alice, she plays Cinderella. She did a pretty good job. Anyway, solid watch. Solid watch, my friends. Anyway. Let's see. Another Cinderella came out in that's what that is. This is the newest version, Tinder Immortal. This is the newest version of Cinderella. They made a couple of cartoon movies of Cinderella. They made Cinderella 2, and I believe Cinderella 3. So they have 3 cartoon movies. Then they made, in 1997, it's called Another Cinderella Story, where it's like Cinderella. And that girl from Lizzie McGuire, or whatever the hell her name is, she played Cinderella. And then then Drew Barrymore played kind of a version of Cinderella. So there's been many versions. I believe this is the newest up-to-date version of Cinderella. So yeah, some of my facts may be wrong, but I'm pretty damn sure this is the newest one. Let's find out. Let's go to Google. Let's see. How many versions of Cinderella are there? Oh, wow. Cinderella is not just one story. More than 500 versions have been found just in Europe. The tale's origin appears to date back to a Chinese story from the 19th century. Almost every culture seems to have their own version of Cinderella. Wow. Wow. That's nuts. I didn't know there was that many. Different versions of Cinderella movies. Oh, wait, here we go. Here we go. Let's see here. I'm trying to find out. Let's see the movies. I know there's a couple different movies. Let's see. I need to reword it. How many Cinderella movies are there? How many Cinderella movies are there? There we go. 12 Cinderella movies. There we go. Okay, so you've got, because there's a couple of them. You've got the 1960 Cinderella, where I guess I forgot that actor's name, that goofy guy. Jerry Lewis played a version of it. Then you've got Cinderella. Oh, there was. Excuse me, Tinder Immortal. I'm wrong. So this one was made in 2020, and there is a new version. There is a new version of Cinderella. It was made in 2021. Okay. I did not know that. Oh, wow. And then there was a version, Cinderella, a live-action Cinderella called Rodgers and Hammerstein Cinderella, 1965. That's number 10. Number 9, A Cinderella Story. That was made in 2004. That's the one I'm talking about. Number 8 was The Glass Slipper, 1955. That's another live-action movie, 1955. Number 7, The Slipper and the Rose. That's another version, 1976, which I've never seen. Rodgers and Hammerstein Cinderella, 1957. That's another version. Cinderella, 1914. That's another live action. Wow, they made a version of it in 1914. Damn. And then the classic cartoon, Cinderella, 1950. Then they made another one, Cinderella, where it was a black lady played Cinderella in 1997. I've never seen that version either. Wow, I didn't know there was that many versions of it. And then number 2, Cinderella. Oh, wait. So this came out 2015, but they put it on Blu-ray in 2020. Excuse me. That's why it says 2020 on this. So this movie was made in 2015. And then the very first one was Ever After, 1998, where Drew Barrymore played Cinderella. So there's many different versions of it. I've never seen Ever After. I would like to see that version, but all the 50s and 60s ones, and I know they made at least 2 more cartoon versions of Cinderella. They made the original Cinderella, then I believe they made Cinderella 2 and Cinderella 3, which is a direct sequel to the cartoon version. So how many Cinderella cartoon movies are there? Let's see. Cartoon movies are there? Let's see here. Let's see here. Yeah. So they made Cinderella 1, then they made Cinderella 2 and Cinderella 3. All in cartoon format. I mean, those are the most, I believe those are the most popular cartoon movies. I'm sure they made other cartoon versions of it, but I've only seen those 3 when I was a kid. I don't remember Cinderella 2 or 3 very much. I remember the original one quite well. Anyway. Wow, that was kind of cool. I didn't know they had, I'll be honest, I didn't know they made that many versions of it. But I always like learning something new. Solid watch, 8.5 out of 10. Pretty good, my friends. Pretty good. Let's see. Another Cinderella movie came out 2012. I need to see that one, Tinder Immortal. I didn't know they made another version of it. They need to make a Snow White. Yeah, I would love to see a movie live action version of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I think that would be kind of cool. Because that was the very first animated or full length animated movie that Walt Disney made. And I love the cartoon of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. You know, with the evil witch, she looks beautiful, but then she makes a potion and she transforms herself into the evil old lady witch with the black hood, and she gives her the apple, and her eyes are that fucking big and shit. But then after the potion wears off, she turns it back into the beautiful evil queen. And, she looks into the magic mirror, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? You guys have seen it. You guys know what it is. So, yeah. Or a live-action Hercules movie. Well, I mean, I've seen the television show, Tinder Immortal. The television show was great. That's another one that me and my dad used to watch. But again, I only remember certain episodes. I have never sat down and watched it all the way through. I bought it. It's over there. At some point, I'll get to it. Which cartoon would Fears want to see in real life? Ooh. That's a good one. Let's see here. Oh, man. Probably, I'll be honest, Tinder Immortal. I really, as a kid, I loved Inspector Gadget. And whenever they made a real-life version of Inspector Gadget, I thought Matthew Broderick did a great job as the Inspector. Inspector Gadget 2, with French Stewart, it's all right. But I loved it. So, I loved it when Inspector Gadget came to life, because I always thought he was a cool character. I would love to see them make a movie version of the real Ghostbuster cartoon, because that was my favorite cartoon growing up. So I would love them to take aspects of the entire real Ghostbuster, because they made like 5 or 6 seasons of the real Ghostbuster, and make a movie directly from the cartoon episodes. That would be good. I'd also like them to make a real life version, or the sequel. They made they only made 2 seasons of Extreme Ghostbusters, which is a sequel to the real Ghostbusters. That would be cool to see that. I'd love to see what was another cartoon that I watched a lot as a kid. I watched so much when I was a kid. Well, they made a television show about it, and they also made a cartoon about it. I'd love to see Alf into a real life movie. The TV show was great. The cartoon was great, but I'd like to see Alf as a full featured live action movie. Alf would be cool. Because Alf, the TV show, was so weird and so fucking far out there. It's about a family, and the guy and the husband likes to, he loves to tinker and work on shit in his garage, and he's working on something in his garage, and then he likes he's got a radio, and he likes trying to contact aliens from other worlds or whatever. And then all of a sudden, as he's working on something in the first episode, he's working on something, and Alf is traveling, I think, to another planet, and then something goes fucking haywire in his spaceship, and his spaceship crashes to Earth and crashes right into that family's garage, and they decide to make Alf a member of the family, and I'm just like, this TV show is fucking crazy, but it's hilarious. So that would be I'd like to see that. And then that was a good question, Tinder Immortal. I'm looking over at my TV section. What else? I think Ren and Stimpy would make a really cool live action movie. Because I used to love Ren and Stimpy. Ren and Stimpy would be great as a live action. Oh, Beavis and Butthead, for sure. A lot, like, find 2 actors that look like Beavis and Butthead and have a live action Beavis and Butthead movie. That would be fucking great. You know, I am Cornholio. I need TP for bunghole. Bungholio. Bungholio. La, 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 la. That was my interpretation, my impression of Cornholio. It needs work. It needs work. But there you are. There you are. A lot of Disney movies are a lot darker if you look at the roots. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure, yeah. That's true with a lot of fairy tales, you know? Like, look at Hansel and Gretel. It's literally about an evil witch that lures children into the evil witch's cottage, and then she puts children in an oven, bakes the kids, like cooks the kids, and then the evil witch eats the children. That is so fucked up, it's beyond belief. And then, but they don't know that it's an evil witch. And then when they go into, then when the inside and the outside of the evil witch's cottage is all magical, and the evil witch lures the children in with candy. Oh, I'm not evil, I'm so nice. Then the kids get in there, and what does she do? She puts the children in a fucking oven, which is so fucked up. You know? But then, and then when you read the story, they take a lot of the crazy shit out. They leave some of the crazy shit in the story, but yeah, Hansel and Gretel is a perfect example of the fucked up origin roots, and then they turn it into a children's fairy tale. So yeah. So there you go. All we got was Snow White and the Huntsman with Kristen Stewart. I'll be honest, Tinder Immortal, I have it. It's over here somewhere. I've never seen it, but I'm sure if they made a live action version of Cinderella, which I just found out tonight, there's so many versions of it. I guarantee you they'll make a version of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, guaranteed. You know, like they made a live action of Aladdin. It was good. I liked the live action version of Aladdin, and I thought Will Smith did a pretty good job, but no one will replace Robin Williams. Robin Williams' version of the genie it's perfect. That is my favorite cartoon movie probably of all time, is the original Aladdin. It's up there. I'd say that's my number one Disney cartoon film. I like Bambi, I like Snow White, I like Cinderella, I like Beauty and the Beast, I like all the other ones, but I'd say Aladdin's my favorite. And and all these vlogs that I've done at Disney World, you don't really see a lot of Jasmine and the genie and Aladdin in a lot of the meet and greets. You see a lot of them in the parades, and I've only met Jasmine once whenever I ate dinner inside Cinderella's castle, which, by the way, if you have a family, it was cool doing it alone, but if you have a family or friends, I highly recommend it. The food was amazing. The inside of the castle the detail inside the castle was fucking amazing. And that was the first time I've walked around the castle. I've walked over the drawbridge, but I had never been inside the castle. And the inside of the castle, as you guys saw from the vlog, was amazing. So good memories. Good memories. Mother Goose horror movie. No, I've never seen that, Tinder Immortal. Mother Goose horror movie. Let's look it up. And I think after that, I'm going to call it a night. Because we've been going for a while. And I'm getting hungry. I haven't made any dinner yet, and it's 10 o'clock. So I need to get some dinner a-rockin'. Mother Goose horror movie. If it's hilarious, it may be worthy to put it on the list. We'll see. Mother Goose horror movie. It sounds hilarious. Let's see if I can find it. Mother Goose trailer. Let's see here. Oh, wow, this must be so old. It's hard to find. Let's see. Shelley Duvall's Mother Goose. No, it's not that. I found a trailer. Father Goose movie trailer. Let's see. Mother Goose. Is it this one? Tindermore? It says Mother Goose, a Go-Go 1966 theatrical trailer. Is that what it is? Is that it? I'm thinking that's it. I'm not 100%. That may be it. I don't know. I have no idea. Mother Goose trailer 1990. Okay. I don't know which one it is. I don't know. Then they made a version of Mother Goose 1993. I would think it would be the oldest one, the 1960 one. I don't know. Again, they've made different versions of Mother Goose. I didn't know they made that many versions of it. I don't know. Let's watch this one. Mother Goose 1966. This looks super old. Super old. Oh, wait, no. Oh. Uh-oh. I think. Oh, Lordy. Mother Goose, A Go-Go, 1966. This looks like a porno film. Because before I clipped on it, you know how you put, like, you know, the cursor over the video, it shows it a little bit? I saw some people in bikinis, and then I saw a lady naked in it. So this looks like it's a porno film. So I'm not gonna watch this one. And then some guy jumped onto a bed. So I don't think that's it. I don't think that's the one. But I couldn't find it. So yeah, I'm glad I didn't play that. Have you met Tim Tracker yet? No, I want to, because he seems really cool. He seems really cool, Tinder Immortal. Him and his wife started the channel, and then I believe they have 2 children now. I'm not 100% sure. But I haven't watched one of his videos in a long time, but I know he does Disney vlogs like me. Him and his wife and his children do Disney vlogs. And then I know he's done a vlog with Adam the Woo. And I've met Adam the Woo 3 times now, and he's like, he's a really nice guy. He's kind of quiet. Adam the Woo's very quiet. Nothing like Fears. I'm very outgoing. But whenever I have talked to Adam, even though he's quiet, he's such a nice guy. Such a nice guy. I was talking about Hansel and Gretel. You know what? I've never seen the live action version. I know it's a horror movie though. I know it's a horror movie. The Hansel and Gretel. I may have bought it. It may be over there. I'll have to. I know I've bought that before. It's over here somewhere. Where? I don't know, but somewhere. But anyway, that's another one I need to get to. Well, I think that's a good place to end it, guys. We've been going for about 2 hours and 45 minutes. So almost 3 hours, my friends. Almost 3 hours. So, but that was fun. Despite all the idiots that came in at the very beginning, I had to block like 10 or 11 fake Casey accounts and all these other idiot trolls that came in the beginning of the stream. But eventually, I wore them down. Eventually, they do get sick of it. Whenever I just keep blocking the trolls, because eventually they're like, "Oh well, Fears is not going to let us in." Damn right, I'm not going to let you in. Eventually, they just get sick of it, and they just eventually leave. So there it is. But besides that, it's been a good stream. But anyway, I'm going to take off. But I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I will see you guys tomorrow with another one. Let's go to the wall and pick out something that I'm going to watch tonight, my friends. Fears Film Store. Yeah, pretty much. Right over here. Let's go to the wall. What am I in the mood for tonight? let's see. I did some Disney movies the other night, so. Let me see here. You know what? I recently bought this and I've never seen it. It's based on a true story. It's based on a true story. 8 Below. Paul Walker was in it. It's a Disney film inspired by true events. 8 Below. So I'm going to watch this tonight. And then if I finish this, then I'll grab another one. Because I usually like to review, if not one movie, at least two. Fears, the film store. Pretty much, Dr. Jakin, it's becoming that. One day, the movies will be up to here. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, it's been a good stream for the most part, except for the beginning. You know, there's always some idiots online trying to ruin it. Well, fuck you. You did not ruin it. I'm going to take off, but it's been a good stream. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the main man, FearsMan26, the main channel. Fears Vlogs is channel number 2. Follow my buddy Randall, Lord of the Magic at Cameo Man 2021, and the second channel, the Mayor of Magic. Follow Miss Immortal. You're not married yet. Miss Immortal on Twitch. At Tinder Immortal on Twitch. Follow the Sing Camp Gamer and Wear Camp on YouTube. What a guy. And last, but certainly not least, follow Larry Tate on YouTube. Larry, I hope you get feeling better, buddy. I definitely will say a prayer for you before I go to sleep tonight. Get some rest, Larry. I hope you recover quick and fast and soon. So I don't know what type of surgery Larry had to go in, but I read from the Discord, and like I said, he wrote me a message saying, "Hey man, I'm sorry I haven't been in the streams. I had to go into the hospital for emergency surgery." I asked him what type of surgery he had to go, and I didn't get a response yet. So, whatever surgery it is, I hope he's okay. But anyway, I'm taking off, but I'm glad you guys enjoyed the stream. I enjoyed it too. I will see you tomorrow, and this is Fears. Signing off. Peace. Deuces. Fears loves you guys. Fears cares about you guys. And I'll see you later.